Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, my daughter's here. She won't be staying for this, but she's enjoying her new Christmas present. Tonight's movie is The Empty Man. I don't know. James Badgedale, who I like this guy, stars in this movie where I think he's probably the detective or the cop who's looking for a missing girl. And as he's doing that, he comes across like a selective group of people that are summoning something. I don't know. The Empty Man kind of, and the picture or the thumbnail for this movie on IMDb kind of reminds me of The Slender Man. So I thought that might be, yeah, I think it might be connected. I don't know. So that's why she's not watching it. It's R-rated and scary. So
it's rated R.
I said it's R-rated.
Oh.
Anyway, it's 2 hours and 17 minutes long, so I got to get started on here right away. And it's 5.6 in IMDb. So let me get into it, find out what it's really about, and give you a better idea, and then ultimately let you know what I think. Stick around. I'll be back.
Look away.
Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching The Empty Man. We're at the 1 hour, 10 minute, and 21 second mark. And it's pretty interesting so far. You know, they talk about summoning, and it's more of like a folklore or an urban legend or something like that. We've heard of every other way. In this case, it's if you're on a bridge and you find a empty bottle, you blow into it, making that sound, and you think of the empty man. And then if that happens, the first day you will hear him coming for you. Second day you will see him, and on the third day he gets you. That's the whole thing behind it. Not a spoiler alert, that's just what the urban legend is for the empty man. Like, you know, I think there's other things like the you know, boogeyman and all those kinds of things. You can't say it 3 times in the mirror, all that stuff. So that's what it's about. These kids are messing around, and that's where the summoning comes in. Now, the beginning of the movie was quite different. I guess I don't know. It was with hikers, right? They're hiking somewhere, and I won't give you all the details on that. But at first, I was like, this doesn't seem like the right movie, but it is. And then it moves on to here, so I'm sure it'll tie back to that somehow, some way. But right now, we don't have a connection. But James Badgedale is a retired cop. His neighbor is the girl who goes missing, so he knows the mom and her, and she is one of the people on the bridge that decides to summon the empty man. It's like 5 or 6 other people, so he's trying to figure out what has happened because she's missing, right? So he's learned about this whole seance type thing or whatever. And now it's following down a path as he investigates further, like there might even be a cult behind all of this. So there's just not just that, you know, urban legend thing that kids will do in order to try it, but there also seems to maybe be some sort of following. We don't know yet, but he's really starting to investigate, and he's pulling out different things. So I find it really interesting. So that's where we are so far. It's a longer movie. We've still got 1 hour and 6 minutes left, but it's good. It's keeping my attention. So, alright, I'll get into it here, see where it goes from here, and if anything interesting happens, I'll let you know. If not, I'll see you at the credits, give you my final thoughts. Stick around. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of The Empty Man, and I have to say, it stayed exciting almost all the way to the end. You know, I was really, you know, trying to think what's going on. And as he gets deeper and deeper into his investigation, you know, as things start to reveal themselves, and then they have another piece that's kind of playing in the background that you're kind of starting to piece together for the ending. I thought it was pretty good. You know, I thought they did a good job of not telling you everything as they go throughout the movie and you know, about him so much. You know, he's going through the investigation, but we don't know a lot about him. We're getting little drips and drabs throughout the movie. And then they pull it all together purposefully at the end, right? So, okay, great. The piece that I probably didn't like the most was, you know, towards the end, it really starts to blur the lines between reality and imagination, I guess. So you don't know what's really going on and what's not really going on. through the rest of the movie, you got a good idea, and it keeps you, I want to say, grounded, for a better sense of the word, and it makes you think, okay, well, what is this all about? You know what I mean? How are they going to explain everything that's going on in this movie? And then at the end, they kind of really mix it up on you. And that was the only piece I didn't like. I get it. It's a direction you got to go. You got to pick a direction in the movie, and that's what they kind of did. But, I don't know how I would have done it to make it different. I know it's based on a book, and this is probably just their adaptation of how they ended the book. But, and I'm not even talking about the whole ending. It's just really the last 10% of the film, I'd say. I like what they did, I think. I don't completely understand it. It's going to take a little bit more time to digest, I think, and that's the other piece of it. It's not like, oh, okay, great movie. No, it's going to make you think a little bit more, I think. So, it's a good thinker. It's interesting. It is, it's urban legend, cultish, mystery type movie. So if you're into those kinds of things like UFOs and all that, this isn't about UFOs, but like that kind of stuff, witches and all that, you'd be into this, I think, and I think you would enjoy 90% of the film. Maybe you'll enjoy 100% of the film, but I think you'll definitely enjoy 90% of it, like I did. So again, glad I watched it. It was a little long. I see what they did and why they did it. And as I also talked about in the first check-in, they do tie it all in, what the hikers and all that jazz. So that all now makes sense, and I knew that they would. So there you go. Check it out. Absolutely. When you have time, if you're into these types of supernatural, cult, UFO, mysterious, Bigfoot type movies. I'll throw it all in there. Alright, that's what I got for you. So if you do check it out, drop me some lines. Love to hear your comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you know of any other ones like this, like the Mothman Prophecies is the one that kept coming to mind, but newer. I'm talking like 2020. Alright, that's it. That's all I got. Sorry, I'm rambling on. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Tell all your friends if you haven't. And continue to tune in to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Bye.